Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Section 5 Alpine skiing for boys and girls. I'm Bob Plaisher, broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth. We're got a few minutes away yet, but you can see some of the racers up there on the course doing some final inspections as well. Make sure we let you know when we're getting ready to start. They said it's going to be a few minutes late here tonight, but we'll figure it all out here. Going to give you some race conditions here from Swain. That's a view of the course, and they're going to be going down Wheels Run, the one that's highlighted in the yellow. And the finish line there at the bottom of yellow. And we're broadcasting where you see the red. So we're kind of basically right up the chute that time, up the slope. Conditions for Swain today, 8 to 18 inches is base depth, 0 new snow today, 35 trails open if you're planning on coming around. Of course, that changes by the hour and day, obviously. Log on to swain.com if you're interested in coming over to Swain. We're going to be doing multiple camera here again for you today. Sorry about that. Again, don't forget to log on to swain.com if you want to come over and go skiing. A beautiful facility over here. We're going to do some drone shots here today, but getting to get a chance. Looks like they finally cleared everyone off, and again doing some final inspections here. Welcome everyone from Section 5. Schools participating in today's race are Arkport, Canaseraga, Alfred Elman, Batavia, Keshequa, Cornell, Avon, Livonia, Geneseo, and Waco, Dansville, and we also have one skier from York today as well. Waiting for our second cameraman to link up. They're only going to be going down half of the slope of Wheels Run today. Remember last Wednesday when we were here, they were starting at the very top. We didn't get a good shot of them from the beginning, but should be able to today. We're set up in the race house here where the skiers get ready. That's why you hear people walking around with their boots and stuff, because we have a microphone set up to the speaker here so you can hear Matt Randall, the announcer, give you the starters. And we had some trouble with the audio last Saturday. I apologize. I think we have everything ironed out today, so we don't have any feedback or anything like that. So hopefully we'll be able to give you a good race. So don't forget to give us a like if you're watching on YouTube, as well as if you want to make a comment, or you can do so as well. Okay, hold on just 1 second. That was Matt Randall tapping me on the shoulder there saying they're getting ready to start. They're trying to chase there's other people using the course just as a regular skiing. As soon as they get the people chased off the hill, they said they'll be ready to start. If you want to see what it looks like in here, you can see some kids fighting. Oh, they were fighting. This is the room the kids come up and get ready in. Here's where they got lockers and everything else. Required to wear their mask everywhere, which is good. And you'll be able to hear Matt as a start shortly.
Good evening, Swain, and welcome to the Arkport Canaseraga home meet. We're glad you're here. If I need to be louder, if I need to be quieter, come wave frantically in front of my window and let me know.
We're getting ready to start, as you heard.
We're going to get our race started here in a few minutes. Shortly, you'll see the forerunner come down. It's a balmy 32 degrees out. And supposedly we got a 9-mile-an-hour southwest wind. It's a beautiful night for a race. I hope you're ready for some fun.
9 mile an hour. I hope that doesn't blow anyone off the course. Again, beautiful conditions here. We've been lucky the last. I didn't do, and I won't be doing this Saturday race either. I have to do Dansville. I may be over here, depends, because Dansville is swimming in Hornell on Saturday morning, so I'm committed to doing that first. If they do cancel that, because Dansville has gone to an all online for the rest of this week due to COVID restrictions, so we're not sure if they'll be available for the race swim meet on Saturday. If that's the case, I'll be over here as best I can. I plan on anyways. Don't forget, you can find us on Facebook. Just go to Peisch Sports. Also, Peisch News as well. We carry a local news for the Hornell area, but Peisch Sports is our main contact there. So you can go and follow Peisch Sports, as well as on Instagram, Peisch Sports as well. And we also have Peisch News on Instagram, as well as you can find us on Twitter, which is also Peisch Sports and Peisch News as well. So find us on any of those applications. Again, just to let you know, if you're just joining us here, that's the map of Swain. We're going to zoom in and show you Wheels Run. There it is in yellow. That's the course the racers. They're not going to be starting at the top. They're going to start at midway, and of course the finish line down at the bottom. And you can also see where we film from there in red. That's our view, giving you some conditions here at Swain. Today there is 8 to 18th base depth, 0 new snow today, 35 trails open. Don't forget that changes, hour by hour. You can log on to swain.com, find out the latest conditions here from Swain. Great host, Swain. I want to thank everyone too. Section 5 and the coordinators here for the races have done a great job.
Our forerunners just come out of the gate, folks, so let me give you the lowdown on how tonight's gonna go. We're gonna start with modified skiers. That's boys and girls together. Move on to varsity. Girls will go first and then boys, and then we'll do it all over again. If you're a modified parent, you might now be silently crying to yourself, realizing that modified's not going back to back today, folks.
What's that?
There's just not enough of them to get them down the hill, back up, and ready to rock and roll again. So we go through everybody once, then we go through everyone again.
Okay, you saw the forerunners there going down. As we get ready to start here. Just trying to contact a signal here from my secondary camera. Might have to have him come down the hill. Not sure why. Something we'll work on here, but we'll let you enjoy the races here first. Whoops, sorry about that. If I'm making some.
Well, folks, as the anticipation builds and the cold sets in, your fingers start to go numb, let me tell you about tonight's race a little bit more. If you're like me and know absolutely nothing about skiing, tonight's race is called the slalom. Although the times may seem quick, it is not a race of speed, but of turns and technique. How well can you turn? Can you stay in between the little pole things that are beautifully colored, red and blue? How pretty. But hey, they probably think of it a little more technically than me, so I hope you enjoy, and we're just waiting on this first racer.
They'll announce, obviously, when the first race.
Oh, hey! Out of the gate comes Nolan Morey from Arkport, Canasteraga. Grace Harris of Alfred Almonds in the hole, on deck, one of those two. In the gate. Hey, like I said, I know nothing.
Awesome. Here comes the first racer. Like she said, the host school is Arkport, Canasteraga. Each school takes turn hosting here.
Nolan Morey on the middle of the course, Grace Harris just out of the gate. And in the gate, waiting their turn, is Burl Donnan from York. Right now, I'd like to take this moment to apologize for mispronouncing everyone and anyone's name that I might. You can correct me later. I'll do my best. Nolan Morey across the finish line with a run of 43.18. Grace Harris on the middle of the course. And Burl just out of the gate. Margaret Hall of Hornell waits her turn in the gate.
Yeah.
Right now, Grace Harris reaching the bottom of the course. Burl at the top of the course, making his way down to the middle. And here, Margaret's right out of the gate, and Leo Bailey of Livonia is in the gate. Grace Harris, your time is 53 seconds flat.
So Grace Harris, 53 seconds flat. This is Abby Bestine from Batavia. Good job.
Burl across the finish line with a time of 48.76.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Burl Donnan. Can't even read the names. Donnan.
Margaret Hall through the middle of the course, and Leo Bailey of Livonia just out of the gate.
Okay, I apologize for giving.
Neva Gibson of Wayland Cohocton is in the gate. Wayland Cohocton fans, I don't know if you remember, but last year we created you a new mascot. Can't quite remember, but something like perhaps a winged Mustang being rode by a lumberjack. So cool. So I think you should, get that printed somewhere. Neva's out of the gate. Tyler Canfield of Arkport Canaseraga is in the gate. Margaret Hall, your time is 56.91 seconds. And here comes Leo to the finish. Folks, that's Leo Bailey of Livonia with a time of 45.58 seconds. Neva Gibson working the middle of the course. Tyler Canfield of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. And Cotton Jules of Keshequa is in the gate.
I like the exciting announcer here.
That is Neva Gibson across the finish line with a time of 56.56 seconds. Here comes Tyler down the middle of the course. Well, Tyler approaches the finish line. Let me tell you, I am 100% biased. So, just so you know, let's get that out of the way. Let's go Arkport Canaseraga and let's go Bills. Tyler, your time is 49.05 seconds. Cotton Jules of Keshequa out of the gate, and Thomas Christian of Livonia is in the gate. Cotton Jules in the middle of the course, and Thomas Christian of Livonia is just out of the gate. Grayson Milliman of Arkport Canaseraga waits her turn in the gate.
Again, Cotton Jules from Keshequa.
Cotton Jules across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 3.99 seconds. Thomas Christian making his way towards the bottom of the course. Grayson Milliman just into view, and Caden Cavo of Livonia is in the gate. Thomas Christian across the finish line with a time of 48.90 seconds. I can't remember, but Canaseraga, did I also say I'm biased towards you? I can't remember if I said Arcan or just Arkport, but don't worry, Canaseraga, I claim you too. I'll be biased in your favor. And go Bills. Here comes Grayson through the bottom of the course. Caden Cavo of Livonia just out of the gate. And Quentin Owens of Arkport Canaseraga awaits their turn in the gate. Grayson Milliman across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 3.70 seconds. Caden now on the middle of the course, and Quentin Owens of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. Sophia Denny of Livonia awaits their turn in the gate. Here comes Caden across the finish line. Caden, your time is 46.34 seconds. Quentin Owens making his way towards the bottom of the course, and Sophia Denny just out of the gate for Livonia. I am already so sorry, Sophie. Sophie Beck Kirch of Livonia is in the gate. Quentin, your time is 54.32 seconds. Sophia making her way to the bottom of the course, and Sophie just out of the gate. Sophia, your time is 56.01 seconds. Sophie now making her way to the middle of the course. Hey, varsity girls, listen up. As I said earlier, modified is not going back to back, so hey, you're up next. So, ski, ride that lift. And get yourself to the top and ready to race. Here comes Sophie towards the finish line. Sophie, your time is 1 minute, 5.11 seconds. That concludes run one of the modified skiers. Remember, folks, run one wasn't great. That's okay. You got a second run. Winner is the best combined times. We're going to start this varsity girls race with Maureen Stuckey from Arkport, Canaseraga. She's still waiting in the gate. Mo Stuckey is out of the gate, and Bella Lang of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Here comes Mo to the bottom of the hill, hitting gates and coming through the finish line. Mo, your time is 35.09 seconds. Well, folks, this is probably a first of many. I lied to you. Right out of the gate right now, we have Malia Raz of Keshequa just onto the hill. So varsity girls, skiers, get your way to the top. You need to run. Carly Curtis of Hornell is in the gate. Carly Curtis just out of the gate as Malia makes her way towards the finish line.
Oh. Comes Carly Curtis from Hornell. Again, the host school is Arkport, Canaseraga.
Carly Curtis of Hornell is in the middle of the course, and Lindsay Johnson of Livonia just out of the gate. Carly across the finish line. Carly, your time is 46.16 seconds.
Oh, and we have Livonia. But I'm sorry, is that Alyssa Kaufman from Avon? Kind of tracked herself back up to go around the gate.
Lindsey Johnson in the middle of the course, and Audrey Vosberg of Wayland Cohocton just out of the gate.
I'm sorry, that's Lindsey Kaufman from, or Lindsey Johnson from Livonia.
Here comes Lindsey across the finish line. Lindsey, your time is 1 minute, 1.94 seconds.
Aubrey Vosberg from Waco, Dansville. I apologize if I get some of these kind of screwed up here, but
Sienna Montague of Arkport, Canaseraga is just out of the gate. And supposedly Lena Mitchell of Alfred Almond is waiting in the gate. Here comes Audrey towards the finish line, Sienna at the top of the course, and I'm a liar again because it's Emma Probanich of Livonia waiting in the gate. Audrey just across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 5.33 seconds. Here comes Sienna Montague to the finish line. Sienna, your time is 45.85 seconds. Emma Probanich in the middle of the course, and Laura Murray of Arkport, Canaseraga just out of the gate. Sophie Wilkins of Hornell is waiting in the gate. And here comes Emma towards the finish line. Emma, your time is 51.34 seconds. Sophie Wilkins of Hornell is just out of the gate as Laura Murray makes her way towards the bottom of the course and the finish line. Laura, your time is 46.01 seconds.
Sophie Wilkins goes down from Hornell. Once they lose a ski, they cannot finish.
Sophie with a DNF. Alyssa Kaufman of Avon is just out of the gate. And folks, if I ever say Genesee Valley has a ski team, it's because girls varsity keeps staring at me in the face and I keep wanting to say it. Just know I'm lying if I ever say that. So Alyssa is on the course and Emma Jo Pierce of Keshequa is in the gate. Emma Jo Pierce just out of the gate for Keshequa, and Sophie Wilkins of Hornell waits in the gate. If I had $1 for every time I lied, I'd be rich. It's Nicole Cartwright waiting in the gate from Keshequa. Alyssa Kaufman with a DNF, and Emma Jo Pierce. Your time is 44.57 seconds. Nicole Cartwright of Keshequa just out of the gate. Bella Lang of Alfred Almond is in the gate. Bella Lang just out of the gate for Alfred Almond as Nicole Cartwright makes her way down the bottom of the course. Nicole, your time is 45.10 seconds.
A little off course that time.
Lena Mitchell of Alfred Almond just out of the gate as Bella Lang makes her way through the bottom of the course. Bella, your time is 51.51. Lena Mitchell in the middle of the course, and Raina Tierney of Hornell just out of the gate.
You were already like 10 seconds. Like, you were already like 20 seconds off. Excuse me, Paul.
Lena, your time is 52.18. And I think you're one of those I need to apologize because I think I've been pronouncing your last name wrong, so please forgive me. Catherine Rosser of Livonia just out of the gate. Raina Tierney across the finish line with a time of 48.65 seconds. Catherine making her way down the course, and Luna Quintana of Alfred Almond just out of the gate. Sydney Hurlbut of Arkport Canaserago waits her turn in the gate. Let's take a moment for station identification. This is Arkport Ski Radio at Swain reminding you, check your Schoology account in your Google Classroom. Do that online work, folks. Catherine across the finish line with a time of 51.95 seconds. Luna making her way through the middle of the course, and Sydney at the top. Abby Grove of Alfred Almond awaits her turn in the gate. Luna across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 0.35 seconds. Sydney Hurlbut making her way through the middle of the course. Abby Grove of Alfred Almond just out of the gate. And Katie Mance of Keshequa awaits her turn in the gate. Folks, that was Sydney across the finish line with a time of 51.98 seconds. Abby Grove of Alfred Almond in the middle of the course, and Katie Mance of Keshequa just out of the gate. Jaden Brock of Hornell awaits her turn in the gate. Abby, your time is 53.19 seconds. Jaden Brock just out of the gate, and Grace Denny of Livonia in the gate. Here comes Katie to the finish line. Katie, your time is 47.66 seconds. Jaden Brock coming through the center of the course. Grace Denny of Livonia just out of the gate. And Valerie Miller of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate. Here comes Jaden across the finish line. Jaden, your time is 1 minute, 8.04 seconds. Grace Denny through the center of the course. Valerie Miller just out of the gate. And Ella Napolitano of Alfred Almonds in the gate. Folks, that was Grace Denny across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 4.45 seconds. Valerie making her way through the middle of the course, and Ella Napolitano just out of the gate. Kirsten Van Dorn of Keshequa waits in the gate. Valerie Miller across the finish line with a time of 55.28 seconds. Here comes Ella towards the finish. Ella, your time is 1 minute, 9.49 seconds. Kirsten Van Dorn just across the finish line with a time of 48.46 seconds. Mia Lang of Arkport Canaseraga is just out of the gate. Folks, we're getting close to the end of the varsity girls. I mean, their first run, not like the end. Don't take them home, please. We'll be starting the boys in about 4 skiers. So boys, if you're not up making your way towards the top, you should be. Here comes Mia Lang towards the finish line. Mia, your time is 1 minute, 3.42 seconds. Heather Moriarty in the middle of the course, and Claire Schiano of Keshequa just out of the gate. Heather, your time is 53.55 seconds.
And it came back up and Swain smacked me on the head. I was like, what? I said something to it. I was like, ah! And 95% of the kids put it into the same thing right there.
I like Swain, but who did?
Anna Wood of Keshequa just out of the gate.
Anna Wood from Keshequa coming down.
Anna Wood towards the bottom, and Abby Lewandowski of Keshequa just out of the gate.
Sorry about that, Anna. Missed your...
Anna, your time is 52.08 seconds.
Someone step in front of me here to make sure they got by. I missed her.
I could not go out. I was looking her. I think this is useful. Are you right after Chloe?
I'm trying to find my.
Here comes Abby towards the finish. Abby, your time is 53.03 seconds. And with that, we finish the first run of the Varsity Girls Ski Race tonight. Connor Stuckey of Arkport Canaseraga is just out of the gate.
So right to boys action.
And I'd just like to say, Connor, you're lucky because we forgot what Garrett's time was when he went down earlier.
Oh, wipeout. Connor Stuckey, Arkport Canaseraga is going to go back up to go around the gate.
Man, oh man, that was fun to watch. Connor, your time is 37.73 seconds. Jack Burns of Alfred Almond out of the gate, and Adam Hunt of Keshequa in the gate. Jack Burns towards the bottom of the course. Adam Hunt of Keshequa just out of the gate. And Andrew Davis of Hornell waits in the gate.
Burns, Alfred Emmon to go back up. There he goes.
Jack, your time is 1 minute 0.7 seconds. Here comes Adam towards the finish line. Adam, you have a time of 32.16 seconds. Andrew Davis of Hornell is now out on the course, and Andrew Slade of Livonia in the gate.
What's the date? 2021. So 2021 is the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, this is Andrew.
oh.
Davis.
Here comes Andrew Davis. Andrew Slade is just out of the gate. And Dylan Quackenbush of Wayland Cohocton is in the gate. Andrew, your time is 43.61 seconds.
It's a lot.
Dylan Quackenbush of Wayland Cohocton just out of the gate, and Wyatt Owens of Arkport Canasarega waits his turn. That was Andrew Slade just across the finish line with a time of 48.91 seconds. Here comes Dylan towards the end. Wyatt Owens is on course, and Cameron Clare of Alfred Almond in the gate. Dylan, your time is 47.27 seconds. Cameron Clare just out of the gate, and Jordan Luther of Keshequa waits his turn. What a finish! Wyatt, your time is 36.89 seconds. Cameron making his way to the bottom of the course. Jordan Luther on course, and Evan Hall of Hornell waiting in the gate. Cameron, your time is 36.43 seconds. Evan Hall is now on course, and Chaz Dorflinger of Livonia is in the gate. That was Jordan Luther across the finish line for Keshequa with a time of 43.02 seconds. Chaz for Livonia just out of the gate, and Ben Teed of Wayland Cohocton waits in the gate. That was Evan Hall across the finish line for Hornell with a time of 48.68 seconds. Ben Teed just out of the gate for Wayland Cohocton, while Joe Bausch of Arkport Canasarega waits his turn. Chaz, your time is 39.64 seconds. Here comes Joe down the course. Ben Burns of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Joe across the finish line with a time of 40.48 seconds. Ben Burns on course, and Jude Luther of Keshequa waits in the gate. Jude just out of the gate.
Ooh, nice moves there. Catch himself. Beautiful job.
Ben Burns across the finish line with a time of 39.22 seconds. Jude is on course, and Zagan Noack of Hornell is in the gate.
My first time at the farm. I go once last year on the second slalom.
Zagan Noack of Hornell just out of the gate, and Aiden O'Keefe of Livonia waits in the gate. I'd like to take this moment to thank our volunteers and staff who are helping put on this race. Standing in the cold, they might not even have a kid racing, just to support you. So hey, if they're from your school, if you know them, thank them. I appreciate all of you who are helping put on this race. Zagan Noack of Hornell across the finish line with a time of 55.48 seconds. Aiden O'Keefe is on course near the middle, and Eli Vosberg of Wayland Cohocton just out of the gate.
Whoa, nice recovery. Did he get it? Oh, he goes through backwards.
Mad props. Give that young man a round of applause. That was amazing. Aiden, your time is 39.60 seconds.
That's a great run.
Eli's on course, and Nate Morey of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate.
Eli Fosberg from Waco Dansville in the middle.
Aiden, I wish you got points for style, because I think you'd be winning right now. Style and time combined, I think we could do that. By the way, I have no authority, and that was Eli across the finish line with a time of 1 minute, 0.07 seconds. Nate Morey's on the course, and Ethan Michel of Alfred Almonds in the gate. Nate Morey across the finish line for Arkport Canaserago with a time of 36.14 seconds.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Like, here's the gate, and here's one screen, here's now this gate. Completely random.
Here comes Ethan towards the finish line. Ryan Thayer of Keshequa just out of the gate. Riley Tierney of Hornell is in the gate. Ethan, your time is 44.94 seconds. Here comes Ryan across the finish line. Ryan, your time is 38.33 seconds. Riley of Hornell is on course, and Jackson McInerney of Livonia waits in the gate.
Just yeah, and they know I pulled right away.
Jackson McInerney just out of the gate, and Logan Howe of Arkport Canaserago waits his turn in the gate.
That's right.
Here comes Riley across the finish line. Riley, your time is 59.48 seconds. Logan Howe just out of the gate. And Jackson McInerney coming down the middle of the course. Jackson, your 58.72 seconds. Brennan Lang of Alfred Almond just out of the gate. And Dan Burley of Keshequa waits in the gate. Here comes Logan Howe down the bottom of the course. Logan, your time is 44.88 seconds. Brennan Lang coming towards the bottom of the course. Dan Burley of Keshequa just out of the gate. And George Christian of Livonia awaits his turn in the gate. That was Brennan Lang across the finish line with a time of 43.93 seconds. George Christian of Livonia just out of the gate. And Griffin Milliman awaits his turn in the gate from Arkport, Canaseraga. Dan just across the finish line with a time of 55.43 seconds. George coming down the middle of the course. Griffin Milliman just out of the gate. And Talon Holly of Alfred Almond awaits in the gate. George, your time is 45.32 seconds. Griffin making his way down the bottom of the course. Talon Holly just out of the gate. And Greg Loper of Keshequa waits in the gate. Griffin, your time is 50.56 seconds. Middle school parents, if you're wondering, hey, when does our race start again? I'm freezing and I want to go home. Hey, you got about, I don't know, 9-ish more skiers, and modified will run again. That was Talon Holly across the finish line with a time of 46.05 seconds. Greg Loper of Keshequa just out of the gate, and Max McInerney of Livonia waits in the gate. Greg Loper making his way towards the bottom of the course. Max McInerney just out of the gate. And Jaden Lang of Arkport, Canaseraga waits in the gate. Greg, your time is 51.25 seconds. Max making his way towards the finish line. Jaden Lang just out of the gate. Niall Regas of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Max, your time is 43.10 seconds.
Oh, wipeout. Has to go back uphill, unfortunately.
Here comes Jordan Lang towards the finish line. Jaden, your time is 1 minute 21.05 seconds. Niall making his way towards the bottom of the course. Owen Cavo of Livonia just out of the gate. And Aaron Curtin of Alfred Allman waits in the gate. Niall, your time is 47.90 seconds. Owen making his way towards the bottom of the course. Aaron Curtin just out of the gate. And Owen Cirillo of Livonia is in the gate. Owen Cavo, your time is 49.64 seconds. This is Aaron across the finish line with a time of 1 minute 0.30 seconds. Owen Trillo of Livonia is on course, and Harrison Oliver of Livonia just out of the gate. Owen across the finish line with a time of 52.48 seconds. Here comes Harrison towards the finish line. Harrison, your time is 50.47 seconds. And with that, we conclude run number 1 of the Arkport Canasteraga home meet slalom race. So we will take a short pause to sort some people, move them around, figure out who goes first, but modified, you will be going first. So if you're not getting ready for that, get ready for that.
Okay, we'll be back after this break.
In doing the work you do.
Stop in at Maple City Dodge and see all the legendary brands we have to offer.
I never thought I'd be able to afford my dream vehicle, and with help from Doug from Maple City Dodge, he helped turn that dream into a reality.
I bought my Jeep at Maple City Dodge for the price and exceptional service. It was my first time, I'll be back again.
It's Maple City Dodge's 50th year of business. The reason for that is our great sales and service. So come on in and see us.
in doing the work you do. If you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
We might root for different teams, but we all respect the game. And we can all root for each other when we wear a mask. Mask up, America.
The Ryan Agency, for all your insurance needs.
You've got a great driving record. Every insurance company wants you. Recognize how valuable you are. Go to the Ryan Agency for the right insurance, price, coverage, and service.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Stop in at Maple City Dodge and see all the legendary brands we have to offer.
I never thought I'd be able to afford my dream vehicle, and with help from Doug from Maple City Dodge, he helped turn that dream into a reality.
I bought my Jeep at Maple City Dodge for the price and exceptional service. It was my first time, and I'll be back again.
It's Maple City Dodge's 50th year of business. The reason for that is our great sales and service. So come on in and see us.
Okay, welcome back. Still waiting for the start of the second set. We're going to give you some of my sponsors: Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Shipping, Stump Grinding, Dependable Expert Service. Call Lenny Rose 324-1326. Lenny Rose, Hess's Tree and Stump Removal. Of course, Maple City Dodge, Airport Road, North Rennell. Great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Thank Gary Harwood and his staff at Maple City Dodge. Stop up. Check out the beautiful cars, used cars as well on the lot, but Maple City Dodge, new and used. Rustic Lux, 176 Seneca Street in Hornell. Stop in. See Andrea Zangi and her reloved and repaired furniture at Rustic Lux behind the Hornell High School. Pasquale Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129. Providing quality care for the residents of Steuben and Allegheny County for over 25 years. Part of the U of R Jones Medicine Group. Of course, Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices. Buffalo and Rochester, New York City, 585-262-COMP. Celebrating their second year, starting their third year in New York City location. Connors and Ferris, of course, mysticmedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to mysticmedia.com. Thanks, Jim Moore, for all your support. Mystic Media, of course, John and Dagan General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan, attorney at law. Of course, Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, State Route 36 in Canisteel, 698-4444. Need a plumber, call Palmer. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning. Mike Palmer. The Ryan Agencies with 3 great locations, Hornell, Jasper, and Wells. Both call 324-7500. The Ryan Agencies, insurance protection you can rely on. Again, the Ryan Agencies. And by Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 3820836, 24-hour-a-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. Also has plumbing supplies up at their North Hornell location next to the old Tasty Freeze. Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Dagan Funeral Home, traditional funeral services, cremation services, veteran services, and a whole lot more. Pre-need planning, inflation-proof financing. Call 324-3500, John Dagan, Lower Pico. Dagan Funeral Home, of course, Howard Hanna and Reggie Gambino, great combination for Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Call Regina at 382-3052 or 352-5000. Thanks for your support, Regina. Reggie, of course, Gray Manufacturing Industries. Thanks since 2006. Thanks, Dave Gray. Can't read the rest of the thing. I apologize, but thanks, Gray Manufacturing. Of course, Forever 6 Apparel.
Alrighty, folks, we're off to the races. Pun intended. Nolan Morey's on the course for Arkport Canaseraga, and Grace Harris of Alfred Allman waits in the gate.
Okay, here we go.
Folks, we'll run these modified skiers in the same order they went before. Grace Harris now on the course, and Burl Donnan waits in the gate. Grace Harris out of the gate. Burl Donnan out of the gate as well, which means Grace Harris is probably halfway down the hill. Nolan, your second run had a time of 43.48 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 26.66 seconds.
Again, this is modified.
Grace Harris making her way towards the finish line. Burl Donnan on course, and Margaret Hall of Hornell in the gate. Grace across the finish line with a second run of 56.05 seconds and a total combined time of 1 minute 49.05 seconds. Here comes Burl towards the finish line. Margaret on course, and Leo Bailey of Livonia in the gate. Burl, your second run had a time of 47.83 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 36.59 seconds. Margaret Hall coming through the middle of the course. Leo Bailey of Livonia just out of the gate. And Neva Gibson of Wayland Cohocton Dansville in the gate.
So here some of the teams have combined, like Wayland Cohocton Dansville makes up a team. Arkport Canaseraga and Livonia Geneseo is also a combined team too.
Here comes Margaret across the finish line with a second run time of 58.91 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 55.82 seconds.
Lost a ski up there. So.
Wayland Cohocton Dansville. Forgive me, I forgot to add the Dansville on the end.
We also have a team of 1 for York. That's Burl Donnan. I apologize, our second camera did not operate properly, so.
Neva Gibson nearing the bottom of the course. Tyler Canfield on course for Arkport Canaseraga, and Cotton Jewels of Kashaqua in the gate.
Supposed to transmit like 300.
Neva, your time is, for your second run, 1 minute 3.03 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 59.59 seconds. Tyler Canfield making his way towards the finish line. Cotton Jewels on course, and Thomas Christian of Livonia Geneseo in the gate. Tyler, your second run had a time of 50.42 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 39 seconds. Thomas Christian just out of the gate, and Grayson Milliman of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate. Cotton, your second run at a time of 1 minute 6.90 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes 10.89 seconds. Thomas Christian on the middle of the course, Grayson Milliman just out of the gate, and Caden Cabo of Livonia Geneseo waits in the gate. And I guess Livonia Geneseo, I must apologize to you too, because I forgot the Geneseo part on the whole first run. Thomas, your second run at a time of 52.52 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 41.42 seconds. Grayson Milliman on the middle of the course, Caden Cavo just out of the gate, and Quentin Owens of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate. Quentin Owens is now out of the gate. Grayson Milliman just across the finish line. Your second run had a time of 1 minute 10.69 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes 14.39 seconds. Here comes Caden across the finish line. Your second run had a time of 49.47 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 35.81 seconds. Quentin Owens on the middle of the course, Sophia Denny of Livonia Geneseo, and I guess it's also Avon, just out of the gate. Sophie Beekirch of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Quentin across the finish line with a second run of 57.82 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 52.14 seconds. Sophie is now out of the gate. Emma Prabanich of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Sophia, your second run at a time of 59.26 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 55.27 seconds. Emma Prabanich of Livonia Geneseo Avon is now out of the gate as our first girls varsity skier. Here comes Sophie through the finish line. Sophie, your second run had a time of 59.36 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes 4.47 seconds. Here comes Emma to the finish line. Emma, your second run had a time of 53.48 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 44.82 seconds. Just doing a quick sweep of the hill to make sure it's safe. While we wait, I looked up some great dad jokes for skiing.
All right, you can give me 30.
You know, once a kid told me that they were doing well in gym class until they got to the skiing unit. It was all downhill from there. Though on a brighter note, I'm pretty excited to pay off my student debt. I'm going to have a meeting at the bank later, and if all goes well, all my debt's going to be gone. I'm so excited I can barely put on my ski mask.
Yes, you did.
Joke doesn't go over so well in COVID times, does it? We all are wearing masks. Raina Tierney of Hornell's out of the gate and halfway down the course.
I was doing so well, and I just took a turn and I
I shouldn't have finished. I took the weight and somehow stayed standing. You got good body knees. Most people are not. My brother is awful down. Boys really had to get respect. My brother was down there twice last year. And the same night.
I was doing so well. I thought I was going to be at the better. So it was at like a flush.
Kirsten Van Dorn on course for Keshequa. Katie Mance of Keshequa in the gate.
I wonder if I beat the kid that was like 20 something seconds ahead of me. If he didn't, then I probably get fourth. What? Then I'm gonna get third. I get fourth no matter what.
I'm sad today too.
You will make it. You're staying second, I'm pretty sure. I know you're one team.
That was Kirsten Van Dorn across the finish line. Your second run had a time of 43.62 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 32.08 seconds.
One team now just like kind of ruined your season this morning. If you're in like 9th place, then you just have no more season. It's my folder. I ordered some.
Katie Mance of Keshequa now out of the gate. Carly Curtis of Hornell waits in the gate.
My first, I didn't know she had brought it, and then she ended up putting it in my first one. She was really looking for. Dr. Merrill Rowan. There they are.
Katie Mance in the middle of the course. Carly Curtis of Hornell just out of the gate. And Laura Murray of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate.
For those watching, if you could do me a favor, give us a like and subscribe also. If I can get over 1,000 subscribers, it changes the way we do live videos too. So I think we're at 899 right now. So if those watching from different, if you're not a subscriber on the Peisch TV YouTube channel, please subscribe.
Laura Murray of Arkport Canaserago is now on course, and Sienna Montague waits in the gate.
I'm sorry.
Katie Mance. I'll give you your time in a second.
We're at 869. And so even if you're watching this on replay.
That was Carly Curtis across the finish line. Katie, we're going to start with your time first. Katie, your second run had a time of 48.79 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 36.45 seconds. Sienna Montague of Arkport Canaserago just out of the gate. Now, Carly, it's your turn. Carly Curtis of Hornell, your second run had a time of 49.46 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 35.62 seconds. Laura Murray just crossed the finish line. Laura, your second run had a time of 48.90 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 34.91 seconds. We have Sienna Montague in the middle of the course. Nicole Cartwright of Keshequa just out of the gate. And Emma Jo Pierce of Keshequa waits in the gate. Sienna across the finish line. Your second run had a time of 49.84 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 35.69 seconds. Emma Jo Pierce is now out of the gate, and Maureen Stuckey of Arkport Canaserago waits her turn in the gate. That was Nicole Cartwright across the finish line with a second run of 47.26 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 32.36 seconds. Emma Jo Pierce on the middle of the course, and Mo Stuckey just out of the gate. Mo Stuckey at the beginning of this run was the leader. So you're wondering why is she going now? Well, what they do is they take the order. They put it from best to worst, then take the top 10 and flip them around. So it goes 10 through 1 and then 11, 12. Emma Jo Pierce, your second run had a time of 49.74 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 34.31 seconds. Here comes Mo Stuckey across the finish line. Mo, your second run had a time of 38.19 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 13.28 seconds. Bella Lang is on the middle of the course for Alfred Almond, and Catherine Rosser of Livonia Geneseo Avon just out of the gate. Sydney Hurlbut of Arkport Canaserago waits in the gate. That was Bella Lang across the finish line. Bella, your second run had a time of 44.11 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 35.62 seconds. Catherine's on the middle of the course, and Sydney of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. Anna Wood of Keshequa waits her turn in the gate. That was Catherine Rosser of Livonia Geneseo Avon across the finish line. Catherine, your time is 53.38 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 45.33 seconds. Sydney on the middle of the course, and Anna Wood of Keshequa just out of the gate. Lena Michelle of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Sydney across the finish line for Arkport Canaseraga. Sydney, your second run had a time of 55.14 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 47.12 seconds. Anna Wood making her way through the bottom of the course. Lena of Alfred Almond on course as well, and Abby Lewandowski of Keshequa in the gate. Anna across the finish line for Keshequa. Your second run had a time of 54.98 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 47.06 seconds. Abby Lewandowski is now out of the gate, and Abby Grove waits her turn from Alfred Almond. This is Lena Michelle of Alfred Almond making her way towards the finish line. Lena, your second run had a time of 56.07 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 48.25 seconds. And with that, Abby Grove is out of the gate, and Valerie Miller of Arkport Canaserago waits her turn.
Yeah, no idea how this goes on. You just pop them in.
Here comes Abby Lewandowski across the finish line for Keshequa. Abby, your second run had a time of 55.76 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 48.79 seconds. Abby Grove on the middle of the course, Valerie Miller just out of the gate, and Lindsay Johnson of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Abby Grove across the finish line. Abby, your second run had a time of 55.97 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 49.16 seconds. Hey, Livonia Geneseo Avon, that's an awful mouthful, so I was thinking maybe I could call you Lag, but if you didn't like that, Gal. So, vote on it. Let me know which one you like better. Valerie Miller across the finish line. Val, your second run at a time of 59.16 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 54.44 seconds. Mia Lang of Arkport Canaseraga is just out of the gate, and Audrey Vosberg of Waco Dan waits in the gate. Mia Lang making her way down the middle of the course. Audrey Vosberg of Waco Dan just out of the gate. And Jaden Brock of Hornell waits in the gate. Here comes Mia to the finish line. Mia, your second run at a time of 1 minute, 7.37 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 10.79 seconds. Audrey Vosberg coming through the middle of the course. Jaden Brock of Hornell just out of the gate. And Ella Napolitano of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. And while we wait, let's have a question that deals in the English language. Do you know what's the difference between a Christmas alphabet and the regular alphabet? Well, folks, in the Christmas alphabet, there's no L. Too good. Audrey, your second run at a time of 1 minute, 8.93 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 14.26 seconds. Jaden Brock across the finish line, Ella Napolitano out of the gate, and Malia Raz of Keshequa in the gate. Jaden, your second run at a time of 54.84 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 2.88 seconds. Malia Raz of Keshequa just out of the gate. Alyssa Kaufman of Avon waits in the gate. That was Ella across the finish line. Ella, your second run at a time of 1 minute, 18.11 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 27.60 seconds. This is Malia coming towards the finish. Alyssa Kaufman is on course, and Sophie Wilkins of Hornell's in the gate. Malia across the finish line. Malia, your second run at a time of 48.60 seconds. Alyssa Kaufman on the middle of the course. Sophie Wilkins of Hornell just out of the gate. And Luna Quintana of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Oh, yes, points. All right, it looks like we're okay. I tell you what, just like I said to that gentleman who finished that way, I wish I could give you style points. Alyssa, your second run at a time of 46.96 seconds. Sophie Wilkins on course, and Luna Quintana still waiting in the gate.
Looks like Wilkins has to back up a little bit.
Folks, I've learned some new stuff today. I didn't know hiking was part of skiing, but that's what it's called when you miss a gate and try to get back up above it. It's totally legal in slalom, and hey, I give everyone props who's done it because you're not giving up. There's other fancier rules and other disciplines where you ski down the hill, but I don't know those, so I'm just updating you on the slalom rules. Hiking, totally legal. That's Sophie Wilkins across the finish line. Luna Quintana is on course. Sophie, your second run at a time of 1 minute, 35.14 seconds. Grace Denny of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Luna down the middle of the course. Grace Denny of Lag just out of the gate, and Heather Moriarty of Keshequa waits in the gate. Luna across the finish line. Luna, your second run at a time of 1 minute 13.39 seconds. Grace Denny's on course. Claire Sciano of Keshequa just out of the gate. Grace Denny across the finish line. Grace, your second run at a time of 1 minute 5.57 seconds. Claire Sciano coming through the middle of the course. Claire Sciano across the finish line. Claire, your second run had a time of 41.29 seconds. Chaz Dorflinger of Livonia, Geneseo. Avon is out of the gate, and he is the first varsity boy to take the course for run number 2. Aiden O'Keefe of Lag or Gale or the long version Livonia, Geneseo, Avon is in the gate. Aiden O'Keefe just out of the gate, and Ben Burns of Alfred Allman waits in the gate. And well, folks, you might think we're done with the girls' varsity race. We're not quite. We're going to sneak a race or two in. Chaz, your second run at a time of 37.76 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 17.4 seconds. Aiden O'Keefe making his way through the middle of the course, and Ben Burns of Alfred Allman just out of the gate. Jackson McInerney of Lag waits in the gate. That was Aiden O'Keefe across the finish line. Aiden, your second run at a time of 39.26 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 18.86 seconds. Ben Burns is on course, and Jackson McInerney just out of the gate. Ryan Thayer of Keshequa waits in the gate. Here comes Ben across the finish line. Ben, your second run at a time of 39.77 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 18.99 seconds. And if you're good at mental math, you can figure out that that's called consistency, folks. Both runs around the 39-second mark. Here comes Jackson towards the finish line. Ryan Thayer of Keshequa is on course, and Connor Stuckey of Arkport Canaseraga waits in the gate. Jackson, your second run had a time of 38.18 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 16.9 seconds. And mental math, again, consistency, folks. Ryan Thayer coming towards the finish. Connor Stuckey now on course, and Wyatt Owens of Arkport Canaseraga in the gate. Ryan, your second run at a time of 38.64 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 16.97 seconds. Gotta love a sport that works in hundredths, folks. Those last two skiers just 7 hundredths apart. Connor Stuckey coming down the bottom of the course. Making it a race, Connor. Your second run had a time of 31.74 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 9.47 seconds. Wyatt Owens of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. And Cameron Clare of Alfred Almond waits in the gate.
Beautiful job. All the racers really, but that was an impressive run.
Wyatt Owens coming down the middle of the course. Cameron Clare of Alfred Almond waiting in the gate. That's Wyatt across the finish line. Wyatt, your second run at a time of 38.25 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 15.14 seconds. Cameron Clare of Alfred Almond just out of the gate, and Nate Morey of Arkport Canaseraga waits in the gate. Cameron Clare making his way towards the bottom of the course. Nate Morey is now on course, and Adam Hunt of Keshequa in the gate.
Ooh, a little stumble there, but corrected.
Cameron, your second run at a time of 37.59 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 14.02 seconds.
Into the net. Oh. Hope he's all right. Looks like it, maybe. Upset more than anything. Another racer is coming down. I think they've stopped everything until they can fix that, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Adam Hunt, your second run at a time of 35.50 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 7.66 seconds.
I'm pretty sure they're going to wait until fix that. Gives me a chance to thank our sponsors again. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Chipping, Stump Grinding, Dependable Expert Service. Call Lenny Rose 324-1326. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal. And by Maple City Dodge Airport.
Joe Bausch of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. Jordan Luther of Keshequa waits in the gate.
So we're starting back up. Wasn't sure what if they had to fix the net just in case someone else fell too.
Joe Bausch working through the middle of the course. Jordan Luther of Keshequa just out of the gate. And Max McInerney of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. That's Joe across the finish line. Joe, your second run at a time of 37.19 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 17.67 seconds.
Looks like so whoever came just out of the gate had an issue up there. Lost a ski. Once that happens, you can't finish the race, or you can, but
Max McInerney just out of the gate. Andrew Davis of Portnell waits in the gate. We'll take this moment for station identification. This is Arkport Canaseraga Skiing Radio at Swain reminding you, when's the last time you've checked your late assignments? How's your grades? Do you need to email your teacher? We want you to succeed, not just in skiing, but in academics. So, thanks.
Another.
And hey, Thank your teacher for all their help.
The gate that time took the skier out. So the last two skiers having troubles.
Andrew Davis of Hornell is on the course. Brennan Lang of Alfred Almond in the gate.
Last three skiers. Let's see if Andrew can. He's going to track back up and try to go around the gate again. There he goes. Comes Andrew from Hornell.
Andrew Davis coming through the finish line. Andrew, your second run at a time of 59.93 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 43.54 seconds. Heather Moriarty of Keshequa is on the course. This is our girls varsity skier here. Brennan Lang of Alfred Almond back to boys varsities just out of the gate, and Logan Howe of Arkport Canaseraga waits in the gate. Heather, your second run at a time of 40.62 seconds. Brennan Lang on course, Logan Howe just out of the gate, and Ethan Michel of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Brennan Lang across the finish line. Brennan, your second run at a time of 43.86 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 27.79 seconds. Logan Howe on the middle of the course. Ethan Michel just out of the gate, and George Christian of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Logan, your second run at a time of 44.24 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 29.12 seconds. Here comes Ethan through the middle of the course. George Christian just out of the gate, and Talon Holly of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Ethan Michel across the finish line. Ethan, your second run at a time of 42.34 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 27.28 seconds. George Christian coming through the middle of the course. Talon Holly just out of the gate, and Dylan Quackenbush of Waco Dan waits in the gate. That's George across the finish line. George, your second run has a time of 45.47 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 30.79 seconds. Talon making his way through the middle of the course. Dylan Quackenbush of Waco Dan just out of the gate, and Niall Regas of Alfred Almond waits in the gate. Regas. I'll get it better next time. Talon Ollie across the finish line for a second run with a time of 44.09 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 30.14 seconds. Dylan Quackenbush coming in towards the finish. Niall Regas on course, and Evan Hall of Hornell waits in the gate. That was Dylan across the finish line. Dylan, your second run had a time of 43.26 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 30.53 seconds. Niall on the middle of the course, and Evan Hall of Hornell just out of the gate. Andrew Slade of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Niall across the finish line. Niall, your second run had a time of 48.94 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 36.84 seconds. Evan making his way through the middle of the course, and Andrew Slade of Livonia Geneseo Avon just out of the gate. Owen Cabo of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. That was Evan Hall across the finish line for Hornell. Evan, your second run had a time of 51.15 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 39.833 seconds. Andrew Slade coming into the bottom of the course. Owen Cabo just out of the gate. And Harrison Oliver of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. That was Andrew Slade across the finish line. Andrew, your second run had a time of 39.81 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 28.72 seconds. Parents, if you're secretly wondering how much longer do I have to be cold, I'd say, we're about 2/3 the way through the Varsity boys. But hey, let's not complain. Let's be thankful we're skiers. It's the original mask, goggled, and socially distant sport. So yay to skiing happening. That's Owen Cabo across the finish line. Harrison Oliver's on course, and Griffin Milliman waits in the gate. Owen, your second run had a time of 49.42 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 39.06 seconds. Harrison Oliver coming through the middle of the course. Griffin Milliman of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. And Greg Loper of Keshequa waits in the gate. That was Harrison Oliver crossing the finish line. Your second run has a time of 51.50 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 41.97 seconds. Griffin Milliman coming through the middle of the course. Greg Loper of Keshequa just out of the gate. And Owen Srillo of Livonia Geneseo Avon waits in the gate. Griffin Milliman across the finish line. Griffin, your second run had a time of 52.05 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 42.61 seconds. Greg Loper making his way through the middle of the course. Owen Strillo just out of the gate. And Dan Burley of Keshequa waits in the gate. That was Greg Loper across the finish line of Keshequa. Greg, your second run had a time of 52.55 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 43.80 seconds. That's Owen Cirillo across the finish line. Dan Burley of Keshequa is on course, and Zagan Nowak of Hornell waits in the gate. Owen, your second run had a time of 54.09 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 46.57 seconds. Zagan Nowak of Hornell is now out of the gate, and Riley Tierney of Hornell waits in the gate. Here comes Dan Burley towards the finish line. Dan, your second run has a time of 54.88 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 50.31 seconds. Zagan making his way to the middle of the course. Riley Tierney just out of the gate. And Eli Vosberg of Waco Dan waits in the gate. Zagan Nowak across the finish line for Hornell. Zagan, your second run at a time of 59.10 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute 54.58 seconds. Riley Tierney making his way through the middle of the course. Eli Vosberg of Waco Dan just out of the gate. And Aaron Curtin of Alfred Allman waits in the gate. Folks, that was Riley across the finish line. Riley, your second run had a time of 1 minute, 0.69 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 0.17 seconds. Eli Vosberg on the middle of the course. Aaron Kurgan just out of the gate. And Jack Burns of Alfred Allman waits in the gate. Once again, let's take a moment to thank our volunteers and staff helping put this race together. We just saw some folks slipping the course, making it safer. It's getting pretty chewed up, but they're out there keeping your athletes safe. So tell them thank you if you see them. We appreciate you, staff and volunteers. That was Eli across the finish line. Eli, your second run had a time of 1 minute, 0.42 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 0.49 seconds. Aaron Curtin making his way towards the finish. Jack Burns on course behind him, and Jaden Lang of Arkport Canaseraga just out of the gate. Ben Teed of Waco Dan waits in the gate. That was Aaron Curtin crossing the finish line. Aaron, your second run has a time of 1 minute, 3.23 seconds for a total combined time of 2 minutes, 3.53 seconds.
Course to do.
Jack, your second run had a time of 47.75 seconds for a total combined time of 1 minute, 48.45 seconds. Ben Teed of Waco Dan is now on the course, and Jude Luther of Kashaqua just out of the gate.
Oh. Two skiers get caught up there. Hikes back up. Oh, having a heck of a time. Good job, good recovery. Not happy.
Ben Teed across the finish line. Ben, your second run at a time of 1 minute, 8.76 seconds. And here comes Jude Luther of Kashaqua across the finish line. Jude, your second run at a time of 54.99 seconds. Folks, that concludes the Arkport Canaseraga home race meet. I'd like to take this moment for some adult appreciation. That means you have an adult that brought you here, helped you get skis, takes you to practice. Take this moment and thank them. Parents, take this moment to congratulate and say, good work, good job. So, folks, it's been a blast. Thanks for listening to me or putting up with me, whichever one you consider it
Thanks,
to be.
Rustic
I
Lux,
hope to be back
176
one of
Seneca
these
Street
days
in
and
Hornell.
have a fantastic
For
evening.
reloved repaired furniture, stop into Rustic Lux on Seneca Street. Dr. Pascal Pico, 585-596-4129, 15 Loader Street in Hornell, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben County and Allegheny County for over 25 years. Thanks, Dr. Pat. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices, Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP. Connors and Ferris. Also log on to connorsandferris.com. mysticmedia.com, your small business digital success partner. Web development, search optimization, blog content, social media, and much, much more. mysticmedia.com. Thanks, Jim Moore, for your support. And by John and Dagan, General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690. Stop in to see John and Dagan. John and Dagan. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, not coal service, but air conditioning. State Route 36, Canasteel, 698-4444. He's been such a long time advertiser here. He doesn't do coal services anymore. Ooh, gee, someone just really wiped out like crazy in front of me. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Stop in at one of their great locations, 324-7500. And just right below here, someone wiped out. Ooh. Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call 382-0836. Chad Gilio, 24-hour-a-day emergency service. Fully bonded and insured, 382-0836. Chad Gilio. And by the Dagan Funeral Home, Dagan Funeral Home, traditional funeral services, cremation services, veteran services, pre-need planning, inflation-proof finance. Call 324-7500. That's when I take my eyes off the screen. I forget what I'm talking about. So Howard Hanna, Reggie Gambino, Real Estate Services. Licensed real estate salesperson is Reggie Gambino, 382-3052, Reggie Gambino. In Gray Manufacturing Industries, transit, infrastructure, consulting, and much more from 2006. Thanks, Dave Gray at Gray Manufacturing Industries. And, of course, Forever 6 Apparel. Log on to Forever, the number 6, IX Apparel, Forever 6 Apparel, or 385-3148. Don't forget to stop in there and check out their location on the corners of Main Street and Route 36, the old Rink Insurance Agency building. Well, thank you for your support, as always. And we are going to go back and to commercial.
We'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
We might root for different teams, but we all respect the game. And we can all root for each other when we wear a mask. Mask up, America.
The Ryan Agency, for all your insurance needs.
You've got a great driving record. Every insurance company wants you. Recognize how valuable you are. Go to the Ryan Agency for the right insurance, price, coverage, and service.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Stop in at Maple City Dodge and see all the legendary brands we have to offer.
I never thought I'd be able to afford my dream vehicle, and with help from Doug from Maple City Dodge, he helped turn that dream into a reality.
I bought my Jeep at Maple City Dodge for the price and exceptional service. It was my first time, and I'll be back again.
It's Maple City Dodge's 50th year of business. The reason for that is our great sales and service. So come on in and see us.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American